Hey guys, I'm Mo back again. Welcome to Day 8 and Life on the Galaxy S24. Today I'm going to talk about Banana Gate and if it still affects the Galaxy S24 or not. With the Galaxy S23, there's a lot of questions about Banana Gate. If I also don't know what it is essentially if you're taking a close-up picture of something, the edges may look blurry. Coincidentally, it's the shape of banana. That's why they call it Banana Gate. It's kind of a complicated topic. On one end, it could potentially be a hardware issue that was never really resolved. But on the other end, it really depends on how you're taking the picture. Because if you're taking really close-up pictures of things, I'm not a camera expert, but I'm going to do my best to try to explain it. So you put your camera really close to something, you take a picture of it, the depth of field may cause the edges to look blurry. For some reason, you have a bigger lens. It's harder to capture everything when you are up and close to something. On the other hand, if you have a smaller lens, it does a little bit of a better job of capturing the whole scene, even up close. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not a camera expert. But at the end of the day, you don't really need to be pointing your camera up and close to anything. It's like you holding a piece of paper up close to your face and then the edges may look blurry. It's kind of a similar concept. I know some people like to take pictures of food. They point their camera really close at it. Then the edges may look blurry. And then a lot of the issues that you do see on Reddit and many other places where people post photos and then they claim it to be Banana Gate is they would just have a sheet of paper with all the text on it. And then they point the camera at it, saying Banana Gate everywhere, and then you will see that the edges may look blurry. And it's kind of one of those things where if you look for flaws, you're going to find it. I mean, it's not like everyday usage. You're not going to be pointing your camera at a same blob of text everywhere and trying to find flaws in it. I mean, I'm not defending the S23 or the S24, but point in the matter is, if you're going to go out and look for flaws, you might find it. But for me personally, if you just use the camera normally, not in these weird situations where you're trying to find little weird blurry edges, if you're taking a picture of all these texts up close, it is overall a solid camera. It's basically served me pretty well. I'm not really that picky with camera. I'm currently recording this video using the Galaxy S24 video portrait camera as well. A lot of the videos I've been using have been a Galaxy cameras in most of my video. I've been using the Galaxy S20 camera for the last 4 years to record videos. Along the way, I've used many other cameras, basically all the Galaxy, Pixel, iPhone, and they all do a pretty good job. And the Galaxy S24 is no different. These days, I'm just at home taking care of my kid. I take a lot of pictures of my kid, and it does the job pretty well. So really no complaints on my end. Haven't really had a chance to travel or anything like that, but I've done a lot of travel videos with any of the previous Galaxy series, and the camera's still pretty solid. As long as you're not taking close-up photos of things, you may identify some flaw. I guess me personally, I do it myself as well. When I take pictures of food, I tend to put it pretty close. So here's a picture of some salad. Edges look blurry. Steak. The middle area is fine. The edges are blurry as well. But I might just blame myself, the photographer in these cases. I can point the camera further away and just do the 3x camera to zoom in. Or if you really want to get technical and fancy, Samsung got all these pro mode as well. So if you're into that, I don't consider myself a pro, so I wouldn't be playing with ISO, exposure, all those camera technical terms. But the tool is all there. If you have the time, the passion, the energy, you go ahead and do it. If you just want to point and shoot, it does the job just fine. Me taking the pictures of this random piece of sign outside, it looks great. Everything is bright and vibrant. Plenty of pop and color. I'm not that picky with cameras, so it really does the job for me. And taking pictures of random stuff around the house, play mats, baby toys. It honestly just does the job. I mean, these days, any of the cameras over the last 4 years, you can get pretty decent photos. with any of the flagship camera, and this one is no different. It's pretty much the same hardware as last year, so the only thing that you're really going to see is all the AI optimization in the background. I know one of the Samsung executives says something along the line of there's really no such thing as a picture, because every company do their own computation in the background. What you see one phone is going to be different from another phone. There's all personal preference, but at the end of the day, Samsung, Apple, Google Pixel have pretty decent cameras, all personal preference. And you don't like a picture, you can go back, you can do AI, you can edit it, you can use many other softwares out there to touch it up. So this camera is more than enough. It's not going to change the world, but it is sufficient. For me, a lot of time I just do point and shoot. I just record video on a tripod like these, and it does the job for me. It takes great pictures of my baby. There you have it. I find Banana Gate to be irrelevant. If you want to go out and find flaws, you're definitely going to find it. It's just maybe it's going to need to change how you take your picture, but it isn't an issue that I would be concerned about, or it's not really an issue. I mean, I take pictures of text, receipt, I scan things all the time. There's really nothing that screams out, hey, I cannot read the edges if I take the pictures too close. So last year there were a lot of big complaints about Banana Gate with the S23. S24, I've seen some people complain about it on Reddit as well, but at the end of the day, the issue is pretty minor and I don't think it's widespread. So I think you're pretty safe there with the Galaxy S24 camera. And this wraps up day 8 in life. Let me know if you have any other questions, thoughts, anything else you wanted me to cover in this series before I wrap it up. Appreciate the time as always. Please check out day 7 if you haven't already. That is where I did my 1 week recap. Every single day I try to do a different topic, and at the end of the week I will do a 1 week recap. And once I feel like I hit all the topics and don't want to beat a dead horse anymore, I will wrap up this phone and move on to the next. But before closing out the video, just want to give a quick shout out to my partner Mint Mobile. Currently they offer 5G plan for as low as $15 a month. You get access to premium fast data, internet, texting, and calling. So make sure to check them out. You do have to buy 3 months up front. Link in the description below.